Well, I promised this video a very, very, very long time ago, but now the time has come. Here we are, in the future. Hey there everybody, it's me, Jason the Cartoon Fan, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at one of the most exciting DVD unboxings I've probably ever done on any of the three incarnations of my channel. Ah, yes, Steven Universe. I've talked about this show before, and I mentioned that it's my favorite Cartoon Network series of all time. And part of the reason why that I like it so much is because of the fact that it feels so different from a Cartoon Network series. Usually when I think Cartoon Network, I usually either think super silly laugh out loud comedy, super serious action show, yeah, that's pretty much it. And most of the shows from Cartoon Network fall into one of those categories. Super Silly Comedy Show, Dexter's Lab, Original Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Chowder, Flapjack. Super Serious Action Show, Symbionic Titans, Samurai Jack, the original Ben 10. The later versions, not so much. And The Secret Saturdays. Steven Universe is different in that it somehow manages to create a series that manages to be yeah, they do play things seriously, and I know some people really don't like this show because it uses the studio's Ghibli-esque technique of trying to get you to like be super sympathetic towards the characters, but it also has some good lighthearted fun in the middle too. I love this series super much, and I'm really happy to have its movie on physical media. Man, Steven Universe has had a pretty rough time for its physical media releases, at least here in the United States. While over in Australia, all 5 original seasons of Steven Universe, and I say 5 original seasons because apparently Steven Universe Future is a spin-off and not a main season for whatever reason. I mean, I watched the episodes. The only difference that I saw was that they aged the characters up. Other than that, it still felt like the same show to me, so I have no idea why they decided to consider Future a spin-off. I mean, if for another series that's considered a spin-off of a main show and not a main season of said show, and that show being The Redonkulous Race from Total Drama, I could see why it's considered a separate show. Because Total Drama is a parody of Survivor, while The Redonkulous Race is, as the name suggests, more of a parody of The Amazing Race. Plus, there's a different host, Dawn instead of Chris. But for Steven Universe Future, I don't know why it's being considered a spin-off. I mean, I sort of do, because like I said, they aged the characters up. But then again, Star vs. the Force of Evil aged Star up from 14 to 15, and they didn't change anything with that show, so weirdness, I guess. So anyway, like I said, while over in Australia, all 5 original seasons of Steven Universe are available to own on not just DVD, but also Blu-ray, us American home video purchasers, I guess that's how I'm gonna call them for this video, um, we had to wait a pretty long time. And to this day, we still don't have every single episode of the show that's been made and has been complete, like every season that's been completed. The very first DVD for Steven Universe to come out here in the United States was this compilation DVD, Gem Glow, which came out in 2015. And then, in 2016, we got another similar compilation DVD called The Return. It wasn't until 2018, however, which was 5 years after the show premiered, and 3 years after the season that this DVD set is for wrapped up airing on Cartoon Network, that we finally got the complete first season. And then, last year, we got the complete second season. Well, sort of. I did an unboxing of Season 2's DVD earlier on this channel, and you guys can check that out if you want to. Link will be in the description. And these DVDs aren't exactly the complete seasons, unlike the Australian releases of these DVDs. The complete first season DVD is missing Story for Steven and Shirt Club, two episodes that are from season 1. And in their place, we have Full Disclosure and Joyride, the first two episodes of season 2. Story for Steven and Shirt Club are on the second season's DVD release here in the United States, but it only has 22 11-minute episodes, when season 2 had 26 episodes, which means that the final 4 episodes of season 2 are missing from this set. So, hopefully, like I said before in previous videos, Warner Brothers can play catch up and we'll get the complete third season DVD, and hopefully all the episodes that are missing from this DVD set that are from season 2 will be on that set, as well as all the season 3 episodes, and skip over anything like that. And we can get seasons 4 and 5 on DVD, and then maybe once it finishes up, maybe even Steven Universe Future. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Right now, we're going to be taking a look at Steven Universe the movie on DVD. So, what's my opinion on this movie? I thought it was pretty good. I watched it when it premiered on Labor Day 2018. No, it wasn't 2018. It was 2019. And yeah, it was pretty good. And what's even more surprising is that it feels like a Steven Universe movie for people who don't like Steven Universe, because the beginning of the movie explains every single main thing that you want to know about the show within the first 20 minutes. So people who've never seen this show before can watch this movie and get a proper introduction to the characters, which is a smart decision. And it also serves as a quick recap for those who need a little bit of a refresher on everything that happened in those 5 hell of a seasons. So, yeah, that's... And one thing that I really do like about this movie that helps distinguish it from the actual show is the fact that it's a musical. There are a series of, if I remember correctly, 12 musical numbers in this film. And most of them are pretty good. I have to be a little bit honest. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying this, but I think that most of the songs in this movie are below the show's usual high-quality standards of music, because I mean, you're writing 12 songs in a row, so of course there's going to be a little bit of a creative burnout here. But I still think that most of the songs are pretty enjoyable, and it helps, like I said, it helps distinguish it. Because for those of you who've seen the actual show before, it's basically the same, you boil it down, it's basically the same, oh, someone from Steven's mom's past is back, and now Steven has to go defeat this character. This happened multiple times on the actual show before, so the plot isn't the most original to say, but it's still pretty entertaining. And like I said, it does a pretty good job of being also good for those who've never seen the show before or even don't like this show, because like I said, for those who've never seen the show before, there's that introduction that recaps the entire series up to that point. 5 whole seasons worth in a pretty quick amount of time. And it keeps the story going and doesn't interrupt itself with much filler. One of the big problems that people have with Steven Universe is the fact that every few episodes they stop to tell a more generic slice of life story of Steven in his town of Beach City, which most people have given the unflattering nickname of the Townie episodes. I don't mind those episodes too much, though, because Steven is just as much of a human as he is a gem, so it's cool to see him actually interact with humans. Yeah, I know, it's an unpopular opinion, but again, this is my channel. You're getting my opinion, so you guys can disagree with me if you want to, but to quote the great Phantom Strider, it's just my silly personal opinion, so you don't have to agree with it if you don't want to. So yeah, pretty entertaining movie, even for those who aren't fans of the show. So yeah, I'm really happy that Warner Brothers decided to release it on DVD, but it's a little bit strange that they released the movie on DVD when they haven't completed the actual show here in the United States yet. Again, only the first 2 seasons have been released on DVD. And even then, not exactly, because, like I said, these DVD sets mess up the episode order. And it's only with the American releases. The Australian releases present them in the correct episode order. Also, unlike those Australian releases where they were released on both DVD and Blu-ray, these season releases have only been released on DVD. There's no Blu-ray releases of them. And unfortunately, that trend continues here. It's too bad because a big movie would have given a pretty good selling factor for releasing this on Blu-ray, I guess, because you know how popular Steven Universe is with a lot of people. So it's a little bit unfortunate that Warner Brothers decided not to release anything for Steven Universe on Blu-ray here in the United States. These DVD releases were originally going to be released on Blu-ray. Warner Brothers first announced them. They announced that they would also be coming out on Blu-ray. But when they came out, nope, no Blu-ray release. So, yeah. I guess Warner Brothers is basically saying screw you when it comes to getting this show, which was originally made and aired in HD on physical media. Oh well. Maybe they'll be on HBO Max or something like that in HD. Oh well. Alright, so you may have noticed that I actually have 2 different copies of this DVD. I got it for Christmas last year. Man, I still can't believe that last year was 2019. We're officially in a new decade. It doesn't feel like a new decade to me, though. Just an extension of the previous decade. I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing. So, I got 2 copies because my dad and my stepmom Janelle, they ordered this one for me from Walmart's website, which explains the sticker over here. But you can see that there's a little smear over at the bottom of the slipcover. Hey, what do you know? It has a slipcover. Pretty cool. But anyway, so they got me this copy from Amazon. This copy does not have the smear at the bottom, but you can see if you pay close enough attention. I'm not sure exactly if you can see it, but the sides of the slipcover are a little bit more crushed than they are on here. So I'm going to open both of these up. I'm not going to be opening both of them up on camera, though, because I just want to look at just one of them, because what's the point of me opening up 2 of them in this video if they're going to be the same DVD? But, yeah, I'm going to open the second one up after I film and upload this video, and I'll let you know which copy of it I decided to keep, because I'm still debating on whether or not, well, whichever copy that I want to get. I mean, keep, yeah, whichever copy I want to keep. Alright. Enough talk. Now that you know the history of Steven Universe coming out on DVD, now it's time to actually take a look at the package for this DVD. So, like I mentioned earlier, it has a slipcover on top, which I'm really glad that they decided to do, since these sets also have slipcovers, so it matches when you have them on the shelf, so that's cool. But unlike those slipcovers, this one is actually embossed, which makes it even cooler, in my opinion. So, on the bottom, we see the Cartoon Network logo, and it says Steven Universe the Movie. And over on the top, you can kind of see that I'm moving up on the package, because most of the stuff that would usually be on the top has been moved over to the bottom, and vice versa. So, in the center, we see pictures of Steven, Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl in their new designs for this movie and Steven Universe Future. And on the top, we see a dark silhouette of Spinel, the new villain that's been introduced to this show. for beginning with this movie. Although, I'm not going to spoil any of it, but she isn't really much a villain per se, but you actually have to watch the movie in order to get it. Plus, the show's creator Rebecca Sugar said that there's really no such thing as specifically good or evil in Steven Universe's world. And notice how I avoided sounding redundant by not saying Steven Universe's universe. Man, I'm clever like that sometimes, aren't I? And then over on the top left, we see a sticker that's supposed to look like the gem on Spinel that says that it has an exclusive documentary. Cool. Alrighty. So the left and right sides of the slipcover both look pretty much the same. They both got the Cartoon Network logo, Steven Universe the movie, a DVD icon, and the Warner Brothers logo. Here's the back. Alrighty, it looks like I have to get this one to show you because the Walmart sticker that was put on the shrink wrap is covering the back here. So I'm just going to show you what the back looks like here. So it once again has the Cartoon Network and Steven Universe the movie logos, and the description reads, "After bringing peace to Homeworld and the rest of the galaxy, Steven Universe thinks his time of defending the Earth is over. But when a mysterious new gem arrives in Beach City, threatening to destroy all organic life on Earth, Steven will face his biggest challenge yet, featuring 16 new songs, not 12. I guess I didn't pay attention to that on the back there. Sorry about that little error earlier, guys. But anyway, so featuring 16 new songs, this original musical adds a thrilling new chapter to the story of Steven Universe and the Crystal Gems. A little listing of the 3 special features that are included on here. Steven Universe the movie Behind the Curtain, which I believe is the exclusive documentary that the sticker mentions. Animatics for select songs, always a cool feature. I like seeing those old concept drawings for movies and TV shows. I even have the official Steven Universe art book, which is called Steven Universe Art and Origins. So, yeah. And then Rebecca pitches Act 3, which I'm assuming is Rebecca Sugar just pitching the final act of the movie to, because you know how usually you can consider movies and musicals to be split into 3 acts, to Cartoon Network Studios. So, yeah, that's cool. And at the bottom we see the Cartoon Network checkerboard logo and some legal information. And you can pause here if you want to read all the information listed here. One interesting thing about this is that it says that the movie is rated TV PG on this DVD. But when the movie originally aired, it was rated TV PG-V. I'm guessing it's because it's more violent than a usual episode of Steven Universe, which the show itself is rated TV PG. I mean, Steven Universe is technically an action show, so it doesn't really bother me too much that the movie got a TV PG-V rating when it originally aired, but it's still a little bit weird to see that logo when the show has always just been rated TV PG with no descriptor at the end. Alrighty, so now that we've taken a look at the actual package, let's open this baby up and see what's inside. Alrighty, so here's the actual case. The artwork looks pretty much the same as on the slipcover, except that the brief description that's on the back is not on here. It looks like the actual case is shrink wrapped too, so it looks like I have to open that up as well. Alrighty, let's see what's inside. Alright. Some pretty nice looking artwork on the disc, obviously designed to, again, look like Spinel's gem. And then we have this little insert here. the front of it is an advertisement for the movie's soundtrack album, which says that it was coming out on vinyl on November 15th, 2019. But it's already past that day, so I could buy this album if I wanted to. And in the back has some artwork of Spinel, and it's inside a picture of a gem, and at the bottom, Cartoon Network and Steven Universe, the movie logos. I believe that this was the original poster for the movie, like the artwork that's on here. So that's cool that they did that. I still remember that original trailer that was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con back in 2018. So it's cool that they put that on there, and I believe that was also the poster that was given out to the people at Comic-Con that year. I really want to go to San Diego Comic-Con. I just, it's kind of expensive, and I just never had the time to actually go because, I'm usually busy with other stuff during that time. Alright, moving on. So for the actual review, I would give this DVD a 4.5 out of 5. It's still a pretty good release. The AV quality is good for only being in standard definition. Really unfortunate that there's no Blu-ray release, but again, that's not surprising since the 2 season DVDs for Steven Universe were only DVD releases and didn't get any Blu-ray, despite Warner Brothers originally announcing that they were going to come out on Blu-ray, but they didn't do that with this DVD, so at least we knew for a fact that it was going to be a DVD-only release this time around. So, yeah, and the 3 special features included are pretty good too. So overall, the only problem that I have with the DVD is that while the 3 special features are nice, I kind of wish that there were a little bit more extras. Because usually for a big movie like this, they usually go all out and put a bunch of different extras on the DVD. I was kind of expecting it to be like the SpongeBob SquarePants, the original SpongeBob movies DVD and Blu-ray release, with all the cool extras that were on there. Don't get me wrong, the extras that we got on this DVD are cool. I just wish there were more of them. So, yeah. If you're a fan of the show, I definitely recommend picking this DVD up. And for those who are new to the show, this is a pretty good way to get introduced to the series. So, you could honestly just skip over 5 entire seasons worth if you want to, and just watch this and then skip straight to Steven Universe Future. But come on, like I said, the original show is really good, so I still recommend checking that out. So, if you watch this movie and it got you interested in seeing it, then I recommend buying these 2 DVDs as well. I'm really hoping that Warner Brothers can release more season DVDs for Steven Universe, especially since we only got the first 2, and they seem to only be releasing 1 season on DVD per year, since Season 1 came out in 2018, and Season 2 came out in 2019. So, yeah, hopefully that will happen. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.